I think that's why now I feel this urge that, okay, now's the time to start making these videos, because I'm living my life is so in alignment with that vision that I had for it 7 years ago when I was writing in that journal about how confused I was. I finally have arrived, and I feel this sense of bliss and enthusiasm for life that I want to share with other people. Oh my God. This is wild. This is why I love keeping a journal, because exactly 7 years ago, I was questioning my decision of moving to Barcelona. And I literally wrote to myself 7 years ago that I feel so scattered here. It was November of 2018, and this is when I was considering moving to Barcelona full time, but I wasn't sure yet because, one, I had no idea how I would make money. I didn't really know anybody who lived here. I came here for vacation once, so I wanted to give it a shot. But then when I moved here, I had absolutely no idea what I was gonna do. It was so strange because it was like a dream come true in some sense, but then it was also a reality check in the sense that, okay, I'm finally here, now what are the next steps? And I think one of the reasons I've been procrastinating on this YouTube stuff is because I didn't know what I wanted the overarching theme of my channel to be. You know, I started out making these urban design videos because I was obsessed with the fact that I moved to a walkable city and I was having all these chance encounters and moments of accidental joy throughout my day just because of the density, and I was meeting new people. And so I got really into urban design, and I thought I wanted to make a channel about urban design. But it turns out my interests go way beyond urban design, and the more introspection I do and the more I think about it, the thing I want to teach people is how to create more luck in their lives and how to experience more accidental joy. Because all my life people have told me that I'm lucky. And I think that, yes, to an extent, some of it is luck in the sense that I was born in the United States as a white, tall male. Yes, there's definitely some luck in the lottery of birth and everything like that. Like, we don't get to choose who we're born to or where we're born. But to counter that, there's also a lot of things that I paid attention to the clues and then I took action on those clues. And that's why I live here in Barcelona now, and I'm able to work remote from wherever I want, and I don't have to ask a boss for vacation days. And this all goes into lifestyle design and how I created this life for myself. But I think one of the reasons I've been struggling with this YouTube stuff is that I didn't know what I wanted to make. I didn't know what the overarching theme of the channel is going to be. But now I'm starting to, the past couple weeks, I haven't uploaded anything because I've been bouncing back and forth between different ideas, and I've been going out on my bike and shooting videos on my bike because I also want to talk about how much cycling has changed my life. But the thing I keep coming back to is accidental joy and serendipity, and how so many of the things in my life have occurred by accident, just by being open to new experiences and then tapping into different clues that life is sending me. So yeah, that's what I want to talk about in this video. and it's just so funny that I am looking back on this journal, and 7 years ago I was doubting my decision to move here to Barcelona, and now it's turned out to be one of the best decisions of my life. So let's go down to the beach. It is so funny that I was doubting my decision to move here 7 years ago. Because now looking back where my life is, it's one of the best decisions I've ever made. And I couldn't ever picture myself moving back to Florida. And even though I still love Florida and I love going back there, I'm going back next week for Thanksgiving and I'm looking forward to visiting friends and stuff like that. But I appreciate my day-to-day life here so much, and I'm so deeply in love with Barcelona and this city and the people I've met here that I couldn't imagine living anywhere else. And that's part of the reason I started making these urban design videos last year, is because I became so obsessed with my physical environment. And after doing some reflecting, I just realized that I didn't feel like I'm an expert on urban design, but more so I'm just obsessed with the serendipity and the chance encounters that happen when we live in a walkable city. And so that's why I do want to incorporate some urban design stuff in my channel and talk about that stuff and how it brings more luck into our lives. I'm in a relationship right now with somebody that I met 9 months ago, and it's all because I live in a walkable city. We ran into each other and serendipitously had this chance encounter that has turned into this beautiful relationship. And I think if I was driving a car, that chance encounter wouldn't have happened. And so that's why I became so obsessed with urban design, because I see how it's impacted my health and my happiness and all that stuff. But I don't want to make the whole channel around urban design, because it's an overarching theme of serendipity and how to create your own luck. And it also ties in with work. Even with my work situation right now, it's all an accident. When I moved here 7 years ago, I had no idea what I was gonna do for work. I happened to see a Facebook post from somebody that I went to college with. They were building their business and they were looking for salespeople, and it was a remote position. So I inquired about the offer and I got hired, but I was literally on the lowest, very, very bottom of the totem pole in the company. I was a appointment setter. I had to generate sales calls for the salespeople, and so it was difficult. But it taught me a lot about sales and marketing and how to grow an online business and how to builds brands and just all that stuff. And I come from an engineering background. I talked about that in one of my last videos. Like, I made this crazy transition from working a corporate 9-to-5 in engineering to now working in marketing for online businesses. So it's two completely very different career paths. And it was all an accident. I couldn't have planned any of this. And people will say, oh, it's luck, and you were in the right place at the right time. And yes, again, maybe that is part of it, that being in the right place at the right time, but then it's also taking action on it. I remember my best friend at the time when I first got the sales job, he was telling me not to do it. He thought it was all, he thought it wasn't gonna lead to anything. And if I would have listened to his advice, then I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. And so I just think I've identified in general how to create more luck in your life and how to create more serendipity. And serendipity is accidental joy. And who doesn't want more accidental joy in their lives? So that's really the whole point of why I want to start this YouTube channel and why I finally feel some confidence moving forward on it, because I know I'm good at creating luck for myself. So hopefully I can help other people create serendipity and luck in their lives. And so the way I plan to do that is just sharing my story and sharing the resources and tips that I've learned along the way. For the past few months, I've been in the process of creating this Notion guide that has a bunch of tips and resources around how to make a transition if you're in some sort of career or job that you don't like and you want to get out of it, but you're not sure how to get out of it. Then I want to create resources for people like that, people who just feel stuck and they know that there's something there that they want to explore, but they're not sure how to take that next step. I'm really good at taking that next step. I've done it a lot. I've done it a lot of times. I went into the unknown when I moved here to Spain, when I quit my job. I'm good at taking that next step, and I want to share that enthusiasm and courage with others, because that's what's helped me. It's learning from others. It's watching other people's YouTube videos and listening to podcasts and reading books, and it's garnering all this knowledge from other people that has helped me take these next steps in my life. I think that's why now I feel this urge that, okay, now's the time to start making these videos, because I'm living my life is so in alignment with that vision that I had for it 7 years ago when I was writing in that journal about how confused I was. I finally have arrived, and I feel this sense of bliss and enthusiasm for life that I want to share with other people. And hopefully that enthusiasm comes across, not as self-indulgent. It's because I don't want people to walk through life like a zombie and dread waking up every day, because I think that life is such a beautiful miracle. Just the fact that we're on this planet Earth and we're able to see the beauty of nature and have these connections with other human beings, I think it's all so beautiful. And when you're living in alignment, you just become a happier, more enthusiastic person in general, I think. So I want to help people live their life more in alignment with their values. So I think that's it for today's video. See you all in the next one.